Hello traders and welcome back to another market update. Today we're going to be taking a look at the currency market for major zones of support, resistance, structure, as well as technical analysis points that may help us find some good setups for this week. So today we're going to be taking a look for starters at Euro USD, and what you can see here is that we do have a market that is making a rebound, but sold off last week towards the end on Friday due to NFP. You can see we had a major market pull down right there before price made its way at the start of this week to have a little rebound. But overall, my idea here on Euro USD is still that we could be headed back down to test structure. As I've been saying for a while, I think that Euro USD is still bearish for the time being, especially when we have something like this. We still have some pretty clean downtrend structure in this market. And until we start to see the break of that, that would be what gets me to potentially be a bull, would be a breakout of this structure. But until then, my bias is still a movement down, maybe back to this long-term structural low. That's just my outlook there on Euro USD. We'll take a look at GBP USD, which continues to rise. Massive bullishness on this pair recently. And you can see that we are coming into contact with a structural level here of resistance, as well as looking a bit stretched overall on this market. We did get a breakout of this range. You can see we had this kind of back and forth choppiness right here before price broke out to the top side. But to me, it makes sense now that we could see a retracement and a pullback, maybe even to retest this area before finding bullishness to go long again. So that's what I see there on GBP USD. Let's take a look at dollar yen here while we're looking at it. And you can see price is pulling back further than usual. We've been holding this trend line for the most part, but price looks like it wants to break through here, and we may see a slip back down. Well, if you look left, we could find some potential clues to where price may want to go, and I would say that this area here could make sense, right? You have this structure if we look left, and it looks like a decent pullback on this overall trend, right? So we could see price head back down. That's right around the 106.95 level is where I'm looking as a potential level or potential target if you are short on this pair. Dollar Swiss is the next one. You can see price going back and forth still. We kind of have this range that the market has been trading in back and forth on dollar Swiss, and it looks like to me that there's probably a stronger chance that we get a rebound here and the dollar Swiss continues to rise going into this week, just based on that simple pattern structure that we do see. And of course, we don't know that's going to happen guaranteed, but it is potentially more likely due to the fact that we again have that choppy market environment and that we see prices trading back and forth. Gold continuing to find resistance along this trend line. You can see we did find it here. We found it in these areas here, right? And now just finding it in this inner area here. If we do see continued bearishness on this pair, I would say that we probably want to see price head down to test this recent structure here and even break through it if you are a longer term bear there on gold. My idea with this currency pair is that I think we could be headed back to the 200 period moving average as a potential retest. So if I just plug in the 200 period here, you can see there it is. I think that we could be headed back to retest this structure in the next couple weeks, which might find a good area for bullish support along that, deeper retracement, that stronger level of retracement for buyers to find some value. Brent crude is the next one here on the chart. You can see if I put it on the 4-hour chart, we can see that price is continuing to follow in suit with this channel here that we do see. And for the most part, I'm just looking to continue to watch this range. So as we came into the top structure here of this, to me, my bias is bearish in the sense that we could see a pullback, maybe even to continue this upward pattern in this channel that we are currently seeing. WTI crude is going to be a similar story. You can see there it is on the 4-hour chart as well. Have that kind of same pattern where you have these kind of channeling markets where price is just going back and forth and continuing to the upside. So still same kind of thesis there as Brent crude oil. Let's go ahead and take a look at New Zealand dollar as a finishing up topic here today. You can see price is looking very stretched to the upside, but we are seeing some interesting things here. If we tack on the 200 period SMA, you can see that we did just recently break through it, but price is not convincingly continuing, right? So we're seeing price kind of halt as we break through. So we broke through and now we're seeing a gap down and holding this area. So it will be interesting to watch New Zealand dollar closely going into this week to see, do we continue to find strength and push on, or are we going to retrace? Are we going to hold this moving average for a moment before ultimately kind of receding to the longer term bearishness that we see in this chart? We'll see what happens, guys. We'll keep you updated on the next market update. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe down below. We'll see you next time.